Hello, and welcome to the Disability Support Services Workshop on Organization and Time Management. Thank you for joining us. We hope you find this information helpful in support of your academic journey at Cal State Fullerton. Our learning objectives for this workshop will include the following: the importance of organization and time management, making a plan to develop and grow in your current skill set to improve better time management within your academics, ways to increase and maintain motivation to persevere through your coursework, providing practical tips and strategies to apply and practice, and lastly, reviewing digital tools and applications as resources to explore further. As we begin, we would like to explore what brings you here today. What has led you to seek out this workshop? Some examples may include: I always end up cramming for exams. I only study when there's the pressure of a test. It's so hard to sit down and just study without any distractions. I've tried to make schedules for myself, but I do not stick to them or unexpected things come up. When I'm working on one subject, I get distracted by thoughts of what I have to do for my other classes. Sometimes I procrastinate and wait until the last minute to do my homework or study for a test. I take on too much work at one time, or I don't take enough breaks in between doing my homework. Whichever the reason, we hope you will find at least one takeaway from this workshop and feel more confident in your ability to manage and organize your time. What is time management? Defined, time management is the process of organizing and planning how much time is spent on specific activities. Being busy is not the same as being effective, and time management will provide ways to work more efficiently, getting more accomplished in less time. Aspects of time management include time estimation, which is figuring out how long a task will take to complete, time schedules, which includes setting a schedule of accurate or realistic times to complete tasks and following it, completing tasks on schedule within the time allotted, and modifying or changing the schedule as needed. There are many benefits of practicing time management, including allowing us to get more work done in less time, helping us prioritize and achieve our goals, reducing stress and anxiety, freeing up time to do more enjoyable activities, and enhancing life inside and outside the classroom. Next, we would like to explore how you currently manage and organize your time. Some questions to consider include: are you currently using organization and time management strategies? How confident are you in your current strategies? What strategies have you found useful when managing your time so far? Are there any strategies that you found that have not been helpful? We would like to check in with an activity to assess this practice further. Another way we can track where our time is going is by paying attention to how our time is spent doing daily activities. One way of accomplishing this task is through the RAC method. RAC stands for Record, Analyze, and Change. The first step is record. When first waking up, note down the time. As the day progresses, write everything you do, including getting dressed, hours at work, looking at social media websites, and so on. This occurs from when you wake up until you go to sleep. The second step is analyze. At the end of the day, find the 5 biggest time wasters, or things that display time not used productively, and list them. Then add up the time wasted during these 5 things. How much time was wasted? The third step is change. Find ways to get the time you lost back. Some ways to do so include: prioritize. Create a to-do list of 5 things and assign order of importance. Declutter. Declutter your school workspace when navigating through assignments and reviewing class sessions. Schedule. Don't multitask, as this can add stress. Set blocks of time for individual activities with starting and stopping points, and make sure to stick to your schedule. A sample document with the RAC Method steps and a support video demonstration have been provided on our DSS website with this training. As you have now learned more about where your time is delegated daily, we would like to provide guidance on how to better manage your time. First, as we have discussed, we need to identify distractions and solutions. What are the major distractions that take up large amounts of time out of your day? Some examples may include social media, television, being on your phone, video games, and so on. For example, you may get distracted by your phone. An easy solution might be to keep yourself logged out of social media while studying or switch to airplane mode. If you find you are on social media and web surfing frequently, unplug your internet cable or disable your Wi-Fi. And if you are always playing video games, possibly change your study space away from the temptation. Next, it is important to focus on your academic studying environment. Your environment and workspace impacts productivity. Having an organized space can boost study time and keep you informed of tasks and deadlines. It is important to have a designated area for all files, supplies, and books. Use a box for each course with class documents, notebooks, and any needed materials placed in each box. Or, using a digital approach, have everything needed on your computer or phone instead of having lots of papers and physical items. Explore where you are most productive: physical documents and notes, computer digital files, or a bit of both. Continuing with getting organized, it is important to develop a routine of daily activities to follow each week. This can include studying, healthy eating, sleeping, extracurricular activities, free time, and so on. It is also important to prepare your week ahead of time, including planning out outfits to wear, preparing your school bag and supplies, completing homework due, and leaving at a set time each day to get to class on time. Part of the routine can also include a daily schedule of what is required, including lunch, any appointments, blocks of time to accomplish studying, personal commitments such as exercising, and so on. Another part of getting organized includes creating a schedule for the entire semester. It's easy to get overwhelmed by large projects and big exams, and this can make you want to procrastinate. Some ways to combat the tendency to procrastinate include: map out assignment due dates and exam study time week by week and each month for the entire semester. Use a planner, agenda, or calendar as methods to accomplish the semester schedule. Provide a weekly or monthly plan in a visible location, such as a large calendar on the wall. Begin with short, simpler to-do items and move to larger projects and assignments when creating the master schedule. Document exams, class projects, and other social events. And finally, prioritize your list by what can be done in a few minutes and what will take longer to complete. A sample weekly calendar worksheet document has been provided on our DSS website with this training to assist you with creating a schedule. A very important aspect of being successful in managing time and staying on task with your academics is self-care and balance. What are you currently doing to take care of yourself throughout the semester? Some examples we recommend include taking breaks to support improving your attention abilities, balancing workload, including school, social life, family time, personal needs, and extracurricular activities, practicing perseverance and self-control by limiting distractions and temptations while also rotating in breaks. Choose activities that are not temptations to take longer breaks, such as a walk about the block or getting a drink and snack, versus watching a movie or playing a video game. Self-care is essential to positive thinking and feeling. And finally, getting enough rest. When you are well rested, you feel more alert and ready to take on tasks. It can be helpful to establish a sleep routine to increase alertness throughout the day. Next, we would like to move into the topic of motivation and explore what keeps you motivated each semester. Finding out what keeps you motivated begins with reviewing what keeps you going. How do you reward yourself when completing assignments or goals set for the day? It is recommended to create rewards for completed tasks as a way of practicing self-compassion and reinforcing good behavior and self-worth. For example, for every task completed early and prior to a deadline, reward yourself with time on social media, being mindful of a set time to engage in the reward and get back to your tasks for the day. It is also important to expect setbacks as being inevitable. There will be times where barriers may prevent and affect staying motivated. In response, we must focus on the end result and goals we have set to achieve. Consider the question, what are the potential barriers that might prevent you from achieving your goal? Other helpful ways to stay motivated include positive thinking, inspirational quotes and reminders, and digital technology applications. Positive thinking can support a longer lifespan, create less stress, and lower depression. Positive thinking can also create better coping skills, increase physical well-being, and promote psychological health. Utilizing inspirational quotes and reminders can provide quick boosts of motivation, such as having post-it notes with positive quotes in view around your workspace. Digital support reminders, such as motivational videos and phone applications, can also provide uplifting affirmations and allow for setting reminders to receive throughout the day as a way to stay on track in completing our required tasks. Some applications include Motivate, Think Up, and Motivation. Next, we will review 3 support strategies to apply the information we have learned into practice. One helpful strategy to practicing organization and time management is through the Clash approach, an organization tool for preparing each day. This approach begins with C for checking your calendar to see what is planned for the next day, including assignments, exams, and so on. L is for listing items you need for the next day during the night before. Make sure that you bring home all the books, notebooks, and folders you need to look over each night. Additionally, recharge your cell phone so that it works the next day. A is for always gathering all needed materials and putting them into a book bag or backpack the night before. Don't wait until the next morning because you may be rushed and forget to check. S is for setting your bag and planner by the door. And H is for having a list with you of what materials you need before each class and reviewing the list before you start the day. Another strategy to explore is the 5-step plan of prioritizing your work. It begins with listing everything, or writing down all of your commitments and deadlines due for the semester, for example. Next, break down the list, starting with big tasks and turning them into smaller steps. For example, a 2,000-word essay can feel overwhelming, but breaking it into 500 words each day or once a week before the deadline can be a more proactive approach. The third step is prioritizing tasks such as what needs to be done now versus what needs to be done soon or can be done later. This can also be created by what is being worked on now versus what is finished to stay organized with required tasks. The fourth step is beginning with what needs to be done now or immediately and getting it done. The sense of achievement in completing tasks will help build momentum to keep going. The last step is prioritizing the rest of the tasks needed and place them in order of importance. Our last support strategy is the KANBAN Method. This is a system that helps manage workflow, providing a big picture view of where you are with work and what you need to do. This method can be used in many different ways, including per assignment, breaking down the assignment to several parts with individual deadlines, or apply it to all assignments and mapping out a semester, including deadlines, in a timeline fashion. Example categories within this method can include columns titled To Do, What I am working on now, and Finished, or Incomplete and Complete, or Now, Soon, and Later, for example. The display of your Kanban board can be physical, such as a whiteboard, a large board with post-it notes, or a large piece of paper. Or the board can be displayed digitally through online applications and programs. It is important to keep your Kanban board manageable with how much is included, and be sure to include study time and review, and not just projects. Also, Kanban boards are meant to be visual, and it is encouraged to use color coding and images, by subject or class for example, to help the organization of items stand out. A sample resource document with additional information on the Kanban method has been provided on our DSS website with this training. Here are two image samples of Kanban boards as examples to how this method works. The first image reflects 3 headings, including To Do, What I Am Working On Now, and Finished. These are examples of categories you can use in keeping track of all assignments and projects during an entire semester. The second image includes a more detailed Kanban board, demonstrating how to break down one specific assignment with heading categories including Steps to Write My Paper, What I Am Working On Now, and Finished. Under each heading category are parts of the assignment listed out to view all that needs to be completed and where it is in the process of completion. Under the heading category Steps to Write My Paper are 6 items: create an outline, write research notes, write introduction, write 6 paragraphs for body of essay, write conclusion, and edit paper. Under the heading category What I Am Working On Now is 1 item. Go to the library and find 7 sources. And under the heading category Finished are 2 items. Talk to professor about paper and what I need to do, and read instructions for essay. We would like to conclude this workshop with many free digital resource applications to be downloaded and used on computers, phones, and available on a variety of platforms, including Windows, Mac, iPhone, and Android. These applications provide ways to utilize graphic organizers, increase productivity, create electronic checklists, and prioritize tasks. In reference to graphic organizers, the following applications are listed: Inspiration Maps, Connected Mind, and Coggle, spelled C-O-G-G-L-E. These allow for the organization of ideas with a range of outline options, including mind mapping. Regarding increased productivity, listed here are the following applications: Toggle, spelled T-O-G-G-L, Trello, spelled T-R-E-L-L-O, Freedom, Flipped, spelled F-L-I-P-D, and Stay Focused, spelled S-T-A-Y-F-O-C-U-S-D. Toggle tracks the time spent on assignments to adjust time and improve efficiency working on each assignment. Trello serves as a digital to-do list similar to the Kanban method. Freedom and Flipped are ways to block distractions, whether it be while writing a paper or blocking website surfing tendencies when needing to get work done and managing focus. Stay Focused is a Google Chrome extension helping you stay focused on work by restricting the amount of time you can spend on time-wasting websites. Electronic checklist application options include Remember the Milk, Any.do, spelled A-N-Y.do, Tick Tick, To Do, spelled number 2-D-O, and Finish. Remember the Milk and Any.do are mobile applications to keep to-do lists and calendars with the ability to use across multiple devices and the option to sync to one location. Tick Tick is an application that keeps track of digital documents and assignments, including sharing tasks and assigning reminders, and tasks can be assigned to other users with this application. To Do allows for creating and managing assignment lists in groups, and Finish is a simple to-do and reminder application, making it easy to stay focused on daily tasks. When exploring applications for prioritizing tasks, listed here are My Homework Student Planner and Kanban Tool as project and assignment management resources. We highly encourage reviewing these resources and trying them out during the semester to support your academic planning and organization. We would like to thank you for attending our workshop today. Please contact Disability Support Services with any questions regarding this workshop at 657-278-3112 or by email at dsservices@fullerton.edu. For more information regarding support options through Disability Support Services, please visit our website at fullerton.edu/DSS.